Good morning, students of class 10. You are welcome back to the online classes now. Let's continue our lesson in history. We are doing the nationalist movement in Indochina and we are reached 2.3, resistance in school. So, in our previous class we have learnt about talking modern, looking modern, and the Vietnamese girl was asked to sit at the back and let the French girl sit in the front. So the Vietnamese girl resisted, and the principal, who was French, he expelled the girl, Vietnamese girl. And in protest, other girls protested, and they too were expelled from the school. Let us see after that what happened. Now there are altogether 6 points now. Number 1, when the Vietnamese girls, all the girls, first one girl was expelled and other girls protested, they too were expelled. When the Vietnamese girls were expelled by the colon principal, by the French principal, this led to open protest. Now this led to open protest. The villagers came there and they started protesting. Now the protest from the school reached the open space outside in the villages. So, seeing the situation getting out of control, the government, the French government, forced the Saigon Native Girls' School. The French government forced the school. The name of the school was Saigon Native Girls' School. So, forced the school to take back the students, to take back the Vietnamese students. So, this was the second. Third point, elsewhere means somewhere else. Students fought against the colonial government. Students protested against the colonial government's effort to stop Vietnamese students, because the French government had a policy to fail the Vietnamese students so that they could not qualify for the white collar jobs. So the Vietnamese students, they fought and they protested against the French government because Vietnamese students were failed, because the government prevented these Vietnamese students from qualifying for white collar jobs. White collar job means government jobs, you can say that, high posts. So these students were inspired by nationalist or patriotic feelings. These students, they had a patriotic feelings. They knew it was their duty, the educated section of the society, it is their duty to fight for the society, fight for the benefit of the society. So the students protested somewhere else in other areas against the French rule, because the French had the policy to fail 1/3 of the students, Vietnamese students, so that they would not qualify for the jobs. Because the French citizens were scared, they were afraid that the Vietnamese will ask for the job and they will lose the job. So by 1920, students were forming various political parties. By 1920, the students in Vietnam, various political parties were formed by these students. Schools thus means in this way, schools became an important place for political and cultural battle against the French. So the schools became a political and cultural battle. It became a place for cultural and political battle against the colonial government, that is French. So to be continued in our next class, we'll continue some more. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for paying so much attention. You have listened carefully and been present in the class. Thank you very much. You should not miss the class. Every day you must go through the online portal so that you will not miss anything. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Stay safe at home.